skin for so long. Oh, I am in your head, so tell me, is it wrong? Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell. You fell under my You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell, my spell. What I feel inside, I know is right. What I can and I hide might steal my life. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell now. You fell under
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Play versus Spring 2019 Mississippi State Championships. I'm your host, Nekra, and I'm really excited to bring you the show in collaboration with the Mississippi High School Activities Association and the National Federation of State High Schools Association. We have Rocket League and League of Legends today, so you guys are going to want to stick around for both, but we're going to be kicking things off today with Rocket League. For those of you that are a little unfamiliar with the Play versus tournament format, these high school players have been playing in this spring series for a couple of months now. And in the start of May, just a couple of weeks ago, we kicked off our playoff bracket. Now it all comes down to this. We've got 2 teams left. We've got St. Patrick Catholic High School's Fighting Irish Gold versus St. Stanislaus College's Rockasaw Rockets. These 2 teams have actually faced off before, and in that matchup, we actually saw the Fighting Irish Gold take it home. So they're going to be undefeated, and they're going to be the ones to beat. But to give you more information, I'm going to hand it over to our expert casters, Perino and Stone, so that they can kick off this Rocket League action.
And thank you, Nekra, for that wonderful introduction. My name, of course, is Perino. This is my broadcast partner, Stones.
What's up?
Stones, I think we have another great day of Rocket League in front of us.
We do, Perino. We have the Fighting Irish Gold, completely undefeated, match record 12-0, and the Rockasaw Rockets with a match record of 10-1. That's still pretty good. The thing is, though, Perino, the one loss that they had was to the Fighting Irish Gold, so this is their time for revenge.
Absolutely, and both these teams have fought and climbed their way into this grand final. It is a best-of-7 series, and that regular season matchup we saw was a best-of-5, so they will get their shot at redemption for all of the marbles.
Yes, they do have time to figure out any kings that they have to really test their opponents in this game of 7. It's a very long series that we have. They might take it all the way. You never know. Perino, what are we looking for in these games?
We are looking for both teams to really, play hard, play fast, play consistent, and I think our lobby is getting started. It looks like our game 1 has gotten underway, and right off the top, Squidward has scored, perhaps off a missed defensive touch. St. Patrick Catholic High School jumps out to an early 1-0 lead here in game 1. Off the kickoff now. St. Patrick looking to generate some offense, only finds Squirrel, has to get it out of his corner. His touch intercepted by Robert, as both teams struggle to find possession in the midfield. Salad now out of his corner makes a big booming clearance downfield. And here we go. Ooh. Mr. Scarab there, able to find another good touch in front of his own net, clears the ball away. And Robert has to make a touch away as well. St. Patrick, after scoring an early goal, finding themselves under a ton of pressure from St. Stanislaus. They have had to work very hard in this minute to hold on to this 1-goal lead. They found themselves right off the kickoff from the start. Stones, what have we seen so far that has allowed this pressure to build up?
I feel like definitely it's that kickoff goal at the very beginning. That's very demoralizing. The second that you get into a game, your opponents score a goal, it's very hard to really get back from that.
Absolutely, and here again we have a minute and a half already gone. Kiwi looking to find a pass into the middle, it's not quite there. Scarab now clears it away under his own power. Looks to get it past another, but Salad has an interception. That ball dropping dangerously in front of the net. A big booming clearance goes only as far as Squidward. He has to make a safe touch away. And here we go. Ooh, a missed touch perhaps at the midfield allows Robert to move up. He's looking to find a shot, can't quite find it. The rebound goes to Squidward, looks to make a double touch, but it's just off the crossbar. Not quite able to go. Scarab gets another 50-50. It's turned aside into the corner. Some high pace stuff early on as Squidward takes a shot, saved by Scarab. Scarab looking to make a play off the ceiling, but not enough boost to really complete the shot. Forces a bit of awkwardness, and the clearance goes to Robert, but he can't quite find a shooting angle. Salad now patiently looking out of that corner. He doesn't have any boost to work with. And again, this offense from the Rockasaw Rockets starting to swing that way, but no goals to show. Ooh, an awkward touch in front of the net here. Goodward has to make that touch away into the midfield, and he follows it up, looking to find another shot on target. Good backboard defense, though, as it's cleared back into that midfield. Kiwi looking to take a shot, but Scarab has something to say about that. Booms the ball all the way into the other third. Again, some good offensive rotations we've seen so far from both teams, I would say. Here we go now. Salad in the midfield. Only finds Squidward. That shot is on target. Squirrel has to make a good save and clears it into the corner as Scarab puts a follow through just a little bit wide. And oh goodness, a demolition, a double demo comes out. A temporary 2v2, and it causes a bit of awkwardness. Sal didn't push the ball, and neither defender was able to make a touch. Finally, a clearance away. Ooh, a shot attempt there from Scarab. Looks like it's turned aside. As again, St. Stanislaus, they have a minute left. They have to find a goal to equalize. Squirrel now, off of his own touch. Can't quite get it to go. Sal looking to generate a shot attempt into the middle, but Kiwi Carl can't find it. The net was open, but he just could not catch the ball in time. That chance just goes a little bit awry.
There's a bad double commit right there.
And again, St. Patrick holding on here. They are really trying to see this one-goal lead all the way to the end as a pass goes into the middle first from Salad. Shot is wide. Kiwi looks to recenter the ball, tries to follow it up on his own. That clearance nearly goes into the other net. 10 seconds to go. If it's going to happen, it's going to have to come out of St. Stanislaus' own third. A good interception from Robert shuts it down. And on the last touch, Squirrel puts it above his own net. A little bit of awkwardness. And we see off the top St. Patrick takes an early series lead, 1-0.
Yeah, we definitely saw that, Perino. And we can definitely see that these two teams are neck and neck. It's one goal in the entire 5 minutes of the first game. That really shows that they are really competitive with each other.
Absolutely. And again, we've seen from this season that, St. Patrick on average, they score about 4 goals a game, to see a 1-0 game come through. A little bit of surprise perhaps, but we are moving now into this second game. I think we are all excited, ready to go. Players are joining the lobby. Game 2 getting underway for you right now. Off the kickoff we go. A favorable bounce for St. Patrick as a shot attempt from Scarab is saved by Squirrel. A demo comes out from Scarab in that rotation way. Buys his team some time, but a good shot attempt is narrowly saved by Robert. He just had to put that off the corner of his own goal. Comes out and makes another defensive touch. He's putting in work on this end of the floor. As again, St. Stanislaus looking to find that goal. Trying to work it out of that corner. But not much going. Sal now taking a shot from the midfield, has to be saved by Scarab. Oh, a misplay defensively. Sal looks to make another 50-50, but it's not quite good. Squirrel makes a push in only as far as Robert, and the pressure is finally cleared away. A challenge in the midfield goes the way of Squirrel as Scarab makes a touch off of his own back wall. Stones, I think we've seen so far again in this game some very good defensive touches, some good clearances.
You sure have, Perino. For
And
someone who has played the game so much, like you, Perino, what do you think is the skills needed for this rock-hard defense that they have?
I think we've seen that both teams are able to defend their corners really well. I think the adjustment you need to make on offense here is we're looking to see some more infield passes. I think the line of attack needs to be a little bit more direct for both teams. We kind of see this play stalling out in the corner a bit for both teams. You know, they both try to move that ball upfield, but again, I think the adjustment is to make an infield pass just like that one, but it's saved by Robert. He makes a good read on the pass attempt. Right as we were saying it nearly works. Saved once again, a good defensive play. Another touch into the middle from Scarab, but nobody on his team home to pick that up. As St. Stanislaus looking to generate some offense here. A touch turned aside by Scarab as he takes himself past the midfield, only as far as Salad. Each team sort of recycling that possession in the midfield. As Kiwi takes a long shot at the net and it squeezes through. Kiwi Carl puts his team ahead 1-0 here in game 2.
Squidward was just waiting there. He was backwards, facing into goal. It's very hard to save from that angle.
Absolutely, and perhaps not expecting a shot from so deep, but regardless, it finds the back of the net as we get underway once again about halfway through game 2. A demo off the kickoff from Robert allows some pressure. Squirrel goes for an incredible attempt on the double touch, but it's not quite accurate enough. As again, St. Stanislaus looking to apply that pressure. They know they have a difficult task ahead of them, and they have to maintain this lead. Kiwi Carl has to make a touch in front of his own net, nearly gets it by Scarab, but not quite. Shot attempt not quite able to go. As Kiwi Carl finds the big clearance, only as far as Scarab. Again, turning it into that corner, making the attack a little bit less dangerous. And now, St. Patrick looking to find a defensive touch.
Scarab going for the dribble. Oh, and a demo.
Squirrel found a very timely demolition in the midfield. As once again, St. Stanislaus looking to make a play. Backward, well defended by Scarab, but doesn't have enough boost to follow it. A shot comes out, and it's just a little bit high. Kiwi puts that one right off the crossbar. Squirrel now looking to follow it up, and it squeezes by Squidward. Squirrel finds the second goal of the game, 2-0.
Squidward, again, you could see right there that Arab and Squidward, they just bumped into each other a little bit. They didn't know who was going up, who was going back. It feels like the Fighting Irish Goat really need to work on the rotations a little bit.
And again, it has cost them 2 goals, but they have just about a minute. We will see if they can climb back into this game 2 here. As off the kickoff, they look to make a play. Scarab has to make an awkward touch off of his own back wall. The 50-50 goes by the way of St. Patrick as they're able to maintain that possession. And again, an offensive chance here. Robert has to make an awkward touch. Squirrel's 50-50 goes into the corner. And a good touch puts it just past Kiwi. Again, I think we're seeing, Stones, that in this game, this St. Stanislaus rotation on offense is really working for them.
Yeah, it seems like after that one loss they had to the Fighting Irish Code, they were like, all right, we need to work on these offensive rotations. We need to work on how to defend our goal. And it's really worked out for them.
Absolutely. As a pass on the midfield finds its way to Kiwi, but he puts that shot wide. And again, there is only a little bit of time left, 15 seconds to go. Kiwi Carl looks to find a shot, but it's not quite there. Sal can't put it in either, but it looks like it'll burn just enough time. As St. Patrick looking to find another, but it won't quite go. As soon as this ball touches the floor, it will be the end of game 2. As it finally drops. Stones, we have a level series, 1-1.
We do, Perino. You see, if I was the Fighting Irish Goat, you know, we've beat these teams before, this team before. What do you think we have to do differently now that they seem to have a fighting chance to get back at us?
So, again, I think from what we saw here was that we saw that St. Stanislaus was really able to, work that midfield rotation, and they were able to find goals from that midfield. I think the challenge needs to be a little bit better there as we jump right back in. Game 3 about to begin. Each team set up, ready to go for the kickoff. And away we are. Off the kickoff, Squidward looking for a shot attempt, but it's not quite there. He recenters the ball, as again, Salad has to make a good touch away. Ooh, a demo comes out from Squidward onto Salad, forces a little bit of awkwardness, perhaps, as Robert looking to find another touch, but that shot is wide. Each team sort of feeling each other out here in this game 3. Again, Squirrel looking to make the play out of his corner, only goes as far as Squidward. Salad picks up the slack and is able to get it by 2. The rotation comes in, though, and a centered ball finds nobody in the middle. That ball bouncing around a little bit. Ooh, and a pinched clearance. That 50-50 really carried itself. As Scarab makes a good touch towards the net. Squirrel forced to make the save, out to the side. And follows up a touch in midfield. His pass finds its way into the path of Robert, who's looking to set up a teammate. Salad has something to say about it, though. Good defense off his own crossbar. As Squidward again looking to generate this offense. Both teams taking more shots, finding good clearances, and each looking to apply enough pressure to find this opening goal.
Because from what we know about Rocket League, it's all about pressure and it's all about momentum. If you don't have any pressure, then you're always going to lose.
Exactly, and again, Robert looking to make a touch across his own goal is helped out by Scarab, but that goes right in the path of Squirrel, whose shot rings high. A touch away into the midfield. Robert looking to find a teammate back in the middle. That ball dropping down, but Squidward can't find the shot angle himself. Again, St. Stanislaus perhaps lucky to not concede there. Another shot attempt comes through, but Squirrel is there to push it to the side. Again, these teams are looking for that opening goal. No one has found it. We're about halfway through this game 3. And a shot nearly comes through for Robert. His teammate picks it up, and an awkward save off the line. It bounces right back into the path of Squirrel, and he hits it immediately on the counterattack. The miss is punished straight away. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. I was slightly worried there because you saw a lot of defensive double commits that were happening, but somehow they were able to find a little chink in their offense and they were able to break away.
Absolutely, and Squirrel made a great save off of his post and went straight back into him, and he just carried it all the way down the field. Again, St. Stanislaus takes a 1-0 lead, the opener in Game 3. Looking to find another here, Salad. Puts it right into the path of Scarab, though. He's able to make the save. Oh, and more awkwardness. Squirrel can't find the shot. Salad can't find it either. It swings wide. He's looking to recenter that ball, and finally a clearance away. St. Patrick has an opportunity on the counterattack, but cleared away by Squirrel.
St. Patrick at a tight spot right now.
Again, they have to work their way out of it. Perhaps slow it down as they're doing so here. Squidward looking to get it past one. He does, but only as far as Kiwi. Makes a booming touch into the corner. Again, these defenders are doing a really good job of, keeping that ball in the corner. They're not allowing each other's offense to generate shots from that angle. Squirrel now looking to make a touch across, is met in the air by Scarab, but a double commit there. It's going to allow him some reprieve as he pushes it forward. No boost, though. Has to find a rotation away. Sal looking to make something of it, but it's not quite there. 50-50 in the midfield, drops into the way of St. Patrick. Again, St. Patrick has to find a goal here. We have about 60 seconds left. They want to try and equalize this at the minimum to not lose this Game 3. Some hesitation, perhaps some mind games there in front of the net. It's able to work for St. Stanislaus. And again, they're forced to reset in their own defensive third. Each team...
Arab going for the bump on Squirrel right there.
Each team looking to find either the insurance goal or the equalizer. Nobody wants to concede, but as Squidward has a shot attempt, but it's saved away by Squirrel, who gets a tremendous clearance down the field. A touch now from Robert, past the midfield, doesn't really find any one of his teammates.
Oh, this might
Squirrel
be
once
dangerous.
again
Arab has no boost.
looks for the shot, and it's not quite there. The follow-up from Kiwi Carl, though, the defense had sort of broken down there. They knew they needed a goal, and instead they are punished as Kiwi Carl puts this away for St. Stanislaus.
As Arab had no boost at all, tried to go for that 50-50 with no boost. That's always a bad idea. But what could you do at that situation, man?
Absolutely, and as we are just about to wrap up Game 3 here, St. Stanislaus takes the 2-1 series lead.
I bet those players are really happy right now after losing to the Fighting Irish Goat.
And again, we've seen some low-scoring affairs here. You know, each team has, you know, sort of slowed down on the offense. You know, we haven't seen more than 2 goals from either side. If you're working to score more goals, how do we find them?
It's definitely about disrupting your opponent's rotations. You know, go for those bumps, go for those demos, and those boost steals. You have to apply that pressure, and if they have no boost, then they can't defend.
Absolutely. And again, Game 4 underway now. As St. Patrick looks to find an opener, a tremendous save from Salad. He's able to close down that tight angle, defends the top corner of the net really well. St. Stanislaus finds that clearance, and now looking to generate some offense of their own. As right here, Salad looking to make a play, finds Squirrel, and a great save from Robert. He had to find that off of his own post, and he read the passing play very well. Sets up a potential counterattack as Scarab looking to follow his own touch off the crossbar and in. Scarab lights it up here in Game 4.
What an amazing double touch he did there. At the very end, had little boost. Had to predict what was about to happen to the ball. It was going downwards, and he was like, uh-oh, I need to boost down.
And he just finds the little touch he needs to put his team ahead. St. Patrick finds the opener off a tremendous individual effort. Salad now for St. Stanislaus. Looking to work that corner. No real clear offense showing up as, again, a big clearance away now. This time St. Patrick looking for a shot. Salad has to make a great save. Cleared away into the corner. St. Patrick looking to apply that pressure. But Squirrel clears the way past the midfield. Scarab forced to make a touch on his own end. A 50-50 sort of stalls up. Neither team quite definitively takes possession as Salad makes a bump away into the path of Squirrel. Gets it past one. That ball might drop down for him,
right there.
but it's a little bit wide. Can't quite find the shot. Kiwi looking to find the rebound. And it's cleared away by Squidward. Some end-to-end stuff, Stones.
Yeah, all these players, they have to be careful about the backboard. Ooh,
And again,
that little pop-up there took out a defender.
looking for some creative ways to score here, St. Stanislaus. As a 50-50 nearly goes into their net. Squirrel can't quite find the touch off his backboard, and Scarab reads the play. He's able to put it through an open net. 2-0 to St. Patrick.
See, what we can see here is that defending the backboard is one of the most important parts of a good defense. You have these backboard reads, which are very hard for the defense to try to figure out, and we have people like Arab Scarab who can do these double touches.
And again, if you can't quite make the touch, it might get punished as it was there. There's again a little bit of awkwardness now from St. Patrick. St. Stanislaus looking to find that passing play into the middle, but they're allowing themselves a chance to get reset. A boom up the field from Salad, goes into the corner. Squirrel finds 50-50 into the middle, only as far as Robert, who clears it away for St. Patrick. Ooh, a near shot attempt there, and again, some perhaps shaky defense from St. Stanislaus as they're bumping each other. Robert the Evan able to make a read, The defense was not aware to this attempt. A great pass from Scarab. Robert's able to capitalize.
They were definitely not aware. You can see that Squirrel, he went for boost instead of ball, and a part of Rocket League is knowing when to do that, and that was definitely not the time.
Again, that 50-50 pass sort of brought the ball at speed in front of the net. And it's always a dangerous situation as Squirrel, again, has to clear it away of his own net. Robert puts a good shot on it, but it's cleared away. A big booming clearance. Scarab has to find a touch. He gets credit for that save, but it drops right down to Squirrel, and he just finds the inside of the post. St. Stanislaus is not out of this one yet.
Again, with the backboard. This time, though, there was a double commit because Scarab was trying to clear it to the backboard, have it bounce out. The other player didn't know that was about to happen. He was on the backboard. Both players were taken out of play.
And again, we get reset here as St. Stanislaus has 2 minutes to find 2 more goals at least to equalize. They're looking to build that pressure now off the kickoff. Robert makes a good touch past Salad and is able to find his teammate Scarab in the midfield. Ooh, an awkward 50-50, but it goes the way of St. Stanislaus. They're able to clear that away. Recognizing the danger. A Squirrel not able to get the touch in front of Ivan, who centers the ball, but no one home. Scarab perhaps not reading that pass correctly. Again, each team sort of trying to work that corner. Those passes to the middle are dangerous. This one's cleared away. St. Patrick really applying the pressure, trying to force another mistake, find another goal. As St. Stanislaus is running out of time. Out of their defensive third now is Sal. Only goes as far as Robert, and he finds a well-placed shot into that far post. It is now 4-1 in the favor of St. Patrick.
That was just an unfortunate angle there. He might have touched it, but that was not enough.
And again, great placement there from the shooter's perspective to put it away from the goalkeeper. As we resume here with a minute left to go, Robert looking to find another shot is demoed by Salad for his efforts.
Double demo.
And allows St. Stanislaus to reset a bit. But they're having a hard time getting it out of this corner. St. Patrick doing a really good job of stifling the St. Stanislaus team. They're not able to find the space to make good touches and good passes as a shot from Scarab nearly finds its way in. Squirrel had to make a good save there. A demo from Scarab, again looking to prevent another goal from being conceded. 30 seconds left. Kiwi now into the side, looking for Salad, but it's not quite there. Squirrel pushes it to midfield. They do not have a ton of time. They need to get a goal fast. Squirrel can't quite find the pass in. And Salad, in the dying breath of this game, is looking to find another goal. They can't quite get to it, though. It is cleared away. St. Patrick convincingly takes game number 4.
See, in the last game, they're like, oh, we actually lost, I guess.
And again,
I guess we have to do something.
For
right?
those following along at home, St. Patrick is undefeated in matches. They had only dropped one individual game before this. They are now stuck in a 2-2 series. And again, we have some great excitement. This is a best of 7, so the first team to 4 games will take it home. And once again, we get underway. Game number 5, level series. This one, the victor will find match point. Here we go, off the kickoff. Robert looking to find a ceiling shot. He lines it up. Oh! And it just drifts under the defender. He doesn't commit to the ceiling shot, but he doesn't have to. His first touch is on target.
The defender was definitely expecting that ceiling shot to happen. He waited a little bit, and then after a while, he was like, oh no, this was a fake.
And again, that ball just dropped right off the ceiling and just under the crossbar. St. Patrick finds a creative way to get ahead early on. And they're on the attack again off the kickoff as Scarab looking to work that corner, looking for a teammate. Robert's there, but his shot is a bit wide. St. Stanislaus looking to clear this ball away. Kiwi puts a good effort, but he's met by Scarab. Oh, a great touch from Scarab again. but nobody home from his team to pick up the pace there. As Salad finds a booming clearance upfield. Each team sort of recycling possession into that corner. A
slow ball right there.
misplay, perhaps, from St. Stanislaus, but Squirrel's able to bail him out. He tries to put the shot on, but Robert's there to meet it. Hesitation, perhaps, on the side of St. Patrick, and his shot is turned away by Scarab. He's done a phenomenal job of defending his net in this series. As once again, these teams sort of reset, looking to find a clear angle of attack. Here is Squirrel. He puts the shot on, saved by Scarab. And Scarab follows his own touch away. Doesn't look like he has much boost to work with as Salad finds a 50-50 and pushes it on his own. Again, Stones, I think we've seen the counter adjustment as a shot goes in from Robert. It was nearly turned aside. The defender could not quite get enough on it. St. Patrick takes the 2-goal lead.
What a booming shot. That, again, that double commit that might have really messed up both players there. They seem to have bumped into each other instead of the ball.
And again, the defensive touch only puts it right into that top corner as St. Patrick takes that 2-0 lead. Still plenty of time left, though, here in this game number 5. As Squirrel makes a dangerous touch in front of his own net, finds Robert, but that shot doesn't quite have the juice on it as Squirrel makes a save. Oh, and a near goal there. Perhaps some panic in front of the net. Neither team able to find the touch that they need except for this one. Squidward capitalizes on Scarab's pass in front of the net. St. Patrick really piling it on here in this game number 5.
Probably one of the most unpredictable things about the ball is when it hits that top corner there where the ceiling meets the ball. You don't know if the ball's going to bounce out or if it's just going to drop down.
And again, those awkward and difficult situations are what lead to the most goals. As St. Stanislaus now finds himself just about halfway through this game in a 3-goal deficit. They do find a demo onto one of the players, but they have a dangerous attempt across the net. Scarab says, no, I will not let you take this ball across. He instead finds another goal for himself. Again, just ruthless in their attack in this game is St. Patrick. This is perhaps more what they would have wanted. Finally really finding these goals and jumping out to a big lead here. As through the midfield goes Scarab. Only finds the path of Salad. That net was open, but the shot was a bit wide. Again, St. Stanislaus looking to find a pass in the middle. No one quite home, though. Salad has to push up, but Scarab gets the touch ahead of him and turns it aside. Robert now looking to find a pass to midfield, looking for Scarab there. Scarab's shot not quite good enough, though. Squirrel makes a good save. And St. Stanislaus allows themselves a bit more possession. That pass, though, met in the midfield by Squidward. He did put that one on target, and an awkward 50-50 goes to the side. Oh. Again, a little bit of awkwardness in front of this net for St. Stanislaus. And Scarab once again punishes the mistake. You cannot let those balls roll in front of there. As we see right here, Scarab jumps on the opportunity.
Salad didn't know what to do there. He was driving backwards. He was like, uh-oh, our rotations have broken down.
And again, this St. Patrick team, they are not giving any breathing space whatsoever to St. Stanislaus in this game. They're looking to make a statement here. As Scarab looks to find a pass out of the middle. Not quite there, but it drops down for Robert. Salad has to make a tremendous save. Another awkward touch, though, goes high. Shot not quite there. The clearance away again by Salad. As Kiwi looks to find another touch, but he's met with a 50-50. Squirrel looks to follow his own touch. Again, St. Stanislaus looking to find the shot, but Robert's up for the save. Just under a minute remaining here. And an awkward secret for St. Stanislaus They have to be careful not to let that ball linger in front of their net. As Squirrel looks to find a pass to Kiwi, but it's met by a defender. Robert now finding a good clearance in the midfield. Forces a rotation back. Again, each team sort of resetting here as Scarab looking to find a ceiling shot, but is intercepted by the defender. Oh, and some awkwardness, a save by Squidward. That was going in. He had to make a touch off of his own crossbar, send that ball high and away. As Scarab looking to set up an air dribble, gets it past one, gets it past two. Arab Scarab makes it a hat trick.
Arab just
phenomenal individual effort.
A little bit of freestyling. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what angle the ball was about to be hit towards.
Again, Scarab showing some tremendous individual skill there as this game is just about wrapped up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have match point in the favor of St. Patrick after a dominating Game 5 performance.
All right, Perino. What could the Rockasol Rockets do differently now? It's match point. They have one more chance.
Again, I would say you have to mentally sort of reset, right? You know, you saw a lot of shots go in. You know, you have to, you know, really go back to what was working earlier. I think you just have to mentally sort of take a deep breath and get ready because there's not much time in between these games as we get reset and ready to go here. St. Patrick Catholic High School is on match point. Game number 6 getting underway. As Squidward takes it off the kickoff into that St. Stanislaus third. A pass there is met up high by Salad. That shot was going in, so he did have to make a touch away. As Squirrel now looks to work through the midfield. Squirrel perhaps pushing it back into his own corner. He knows it's a relatively safe area, but it's met by Scarab. Oh, and nobody touches that ball in front of the net. That could have been a great opportunity, but no one is able to capitalize. As St. Patrick looking to regain that possession. St. Stanislaus, though, puts a shot in. Roberts there to make the save. First bit of offense we've seen from St. Stanislaus in this game. As Kiwi makes a touch aside and the rotations are reset. Now Squirrel looking to find a pass to the midfield. Finds Robert, but a good challenge from Squirrel. Pushes that ball back. Again, these teams are sort of pushing that ball towards each other. As Squirrel finds a good touch away. Chases after his own touch, but he knows Robert has him. Robert doesn't have any boost, though.
Position.
That ball dropped down. His teammate was able to bail him out, though. That could have been really dangerous. As Salad now looking to make another play on it. This ball lingering above the crossbar.
Salad in goal with no boost.
Always a tough spot to be in. The more boost you have, the better. You can make more powerful and cleaner touches. As Scarab here looking again to work that corner, finds Robert with a pass out center, but it's cleared away by Squirrel. Only as far as Squidward. And an awkward touch there. That shot nearly went in. It was just a little bit high off the crossbar. Robert makes a booming touch only as far as Squidward. And I think what we're seeing in this game, Stones, is that these teams are finding good clearances, but they're just going into the path of the other team. Nobody really able to make a dent in this game.
Yeah, I feel like both the teams need to get really good, meaningful hits. You can't just clear the ball somewhere. You have to clear it towards your teammates. You have to get those passes.
Again, passing is the name of the game. As Scarab looking to create an individual attempt, but Kiwi makes a good touch. And finds a demo on Squidward, trying to unlock that defense. Again, we have crossed the halfway point, and neither team has been able to score as a center comes out there from Scarab. Nobody home to capitalize. Kiwi now with a good pass over to Salad. Salad makes a good touch up high. Kiwi looking to follow that one up. That ball drops down a bit awkwardly. Not quite able to read it. But St. Stanislaus finding good pressure here. As Salad forces the attempt out of Squidward. That ball sort of lurking in midfield as Kiwi looks to take a shot, turned aside by Robert. But the center comes through again. Scarab is up high, but that touch is dangerous. Squidward has to help him out, only as far as Squirrel, though. And Squirrel makes a 50-50 in front of the net. Not quite able to go for St. Stanislaus.
Now has no boost. This is their chance.
And Squirrel puts a shot on, but it's saved by Robert. Just didn't quite have enough juice on it to get past the last defender. Salad has to rotate out. He has no boost. Scarab finds good clearance. St. Stanislaus resets. Some end-to-end stuff here as Squirrel finds a good touch, but Robert's there to meet it. Kiwi now pressing onwards and upwards. Oh, and Robert nearly makes a phenomenal shot. His attempt a bit high, though. 1 minute left. No goals in this game so far.
Going for the backward there.
As Salad dribbles it away, gets to the midfield. He's one-on-one, a two-on-one attempt, but the shot is saved by Scarab. He's able to survive that one as now the counterattack comes out. Stone, do you think we're going to see overtime here?
You know what? Sure looks like it.
Again, I don't think either team really wants to lose this game. We've seen some perhaps cautious plays here. Salad brings to the midfield only as far as Squidward. Oh, St. Patrick's really pushed up here. Squirrel has to make a save, and he does. As Kiwi makes an awkward touch over to the side and finds a demo onto Scarab. About 10 seconds left for either team to make the play. Squirrel only finds the other team in the midfield. That shot is wide. Ball recycled back again into the middle. A touch towards the net goes as far as Kiwi, and they let this ball drop. We have overtime here in game number 6. Off the kickoff we go. Scarab puts it into that St. Stanislaus corner, but Squirrel is able to get it past the midfield. He pushes up now, looking to follow his own touch, only as far as Robert. Scarab doesn't quite want to commit to that one. He waits it out, tries to grab some boost and some possession, but it's awkward for him and Kiwi both, each expecting the other to hit the ball. As Squirrel finds a pass into the midfield, gets his own double touch, but his teammate not able to read it. Again, looking to reset the possession here is St. Stanislaus. As it goes back into their own third. Scarab lurking in that corner, looking for the pass. Oh, and a high touch was on target. Robert had to make a save from a big clearance downfield. A minute through this overtime, St. Stanislaus has had the pressure and the possession, but no goals. Squirrel again taking it out of his corner. Gets it past one, but it's not quite enough. As a passing play comes through in the midfield, Kiwi has to turn that ball aside. Robert now looking for Squidward, but Squirrel is aware of the danger. He makes that really solid touch downfield. Salad puts a shot on him, but not enough power in it. Saved by Scarab. A 50-50 goes to Squirrel, and an awkward touch from Kiwi. He might not have been expecting that. Squidward centers that ball. It bounces off the post. A dangerous situation there. St. Patrick could have scored that. But St. Stanislaus survives. Again, I think we're seeing, Stones, both teams are just really desperate to not concede. We saw so many goals in the previous game as an awkward touch comes through here. Turned aside once again. Stones, if you're on either one of these teams, how do you think you break the deadlock?
If I was one of these players, I'd say, well, I wouldn't be saying anything because I'd be playing, but I'd be like, okay, we need to just keep playing consistently. We need to just try to apply pressure, try to boost steal so that they have no boost. You can't defend if you don't have boost. Oh.
And again, each team sort of looking to force that mistake, but nobody wants to be responsible for making that mistake. As Salad picks the ball up again in midfield, finds a 50-50, looking for his own touch here. Dangerous ball into the corner. Robert doesn't have any boost. He gets it past one, though, and it's enough. It allows St. Patrick some breathing room here. Oh, and an awkward defensive touch. Salad turns it back into that corner. He knows it's at least a little bit safer there. And Squirrel finally now able to push to the midfield. Salad gets another touch. That net is free! And Salad breaks the deadlock. St. Stanislaus wins this game number 6. We are headed to a game number 7.
A game 7. Amazing. What a series we've had so far, Perino.
Absolutely, and an incredible effort there from St. Stanislaus. They withered the storm. They are now on to game number 7. Nearly had 2 games go through in that one with the amount of time. Just absolutely unbelievable scenes.
Yeah, the Fighting Irish Code, they went into this with an undefeated record. And, you know, the Rockets are Rockets. They were like, I'll take that out of your hands.
Absolutely. Again, you know, as we go into this game 7, Stones, you know, obviously you had this great series. What do you try to do to win?
Honestly, I can see these teams are neck and neck right now. So playing consistently, it might just come into how consistent you can be. If you can be more consistent than the other opponents.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the start of game number 7. Winner takes everything. As the touch here from St. Patrick drops in front of that net, dangerous spot to be, but St. Stanislaus finds one touch away. Salad not electing to go for the ball there, gives it up for Kiwi instead, but only finds Scarab, who finds Robert in the air, looking for these passing plays out of the midfield. Ooh, and a missed touch off the backboard. Squirrel was able to find a shot attempt, but it's wide. Another shot attempt from Salad, but this time saved by Squidward. Just didn't quite have enough power on it. Defense able to recover in time. Could have had a very early goal here. But alas, no one able to capitalize. An audacious attempt there from St. Patrick off the crossbar. As again, each team looking for that pass, looking for that shot. Much rather be the team to score first in this game and hold on to that lead. As Squirrel now looks to find a touch, gets a good one. Squidward up in the air to defend, puts it into his own corner, allows Scarab to rotate up and make another touch. This time it drops to the midfield for Robert, who gets a big touch over to that back wall as Scarab looking for the shot attempt or the pass. Oh, and neither teammate's able to find it. Salad has an opportunity, but he puts it wide. Robert not quite able to deal with it yet as Salad
full boost, doing a dribble.
couldn't quite get it to go though. Squidward makes a great save. Would have been a great individual effort had Salad been able to score that. As Scarab pushes it now past the midfield for St. Patrick. Looking to find that center ball, but Salad denies it. A re-rotation, oh, and a double commit, and a save from Salad.
We can see that in this Game 7 that both teams are more frantic. They're just, you know, the stress is probably piling up on them at this point, and they're going for these double commits. Oh, and a backboard shot.
Again, Salad almost finds that individual moment of brilliance, but it's not quite there for him. Didn't have enough boost. As this ball is cleared once again to the midfield, it allows St. Patrick to reset in their own third, grab some boost and rotate as Robert dribbles into the midfield. It is met by Salad, but that ball goes dangerously into the path of Scarab. Kiwi up for the save though. Oh, and a demo from Scarab onto Salad. Again, I think we're seeing St. Stanislaus here. They're trying to reset themselves, give themselves good chances to score as Salad makes a touch off of his backboard away. Scarab gets it by 1, gets it by 2, but the third man Squirrel is able to clear it away. Robert from the midfield, not quite able to go. And again, each team resets. Kiwi finds a good touch. He's looking for his teammate Salad in the corner, who puts a touch towards the net, but it's met by Robert. This one here, a 50-50 from Salad, and Squidward goes careening into the midfield. 90 seconds left in this game. No one has scored yet. As Squidward looks for a pass into the middle, but Squirrel denies it. St. Stanislaus has to be careful here as St. Patrick is building up a bit more pressure. A shot coming through, but Squirrel is able to make the touch ahead of him. That was a game-saving play right there, perhaps. If he had not made that touch, that ball almost certainly would have been scored. As Kiwi makes a push into the midfield. And each team recycles 50-50s. 60 seconds to go here. Kiwi has to make the save. Cleared once again into the midfield. Awkward touch there, but is able to be cleared aside by St. Patrick. Scarab now, pushing into that corner. Doesn't have the boost though, trying to find the pass, and the pass is in between two teammates. So nothing going there. St. Stanislaus looking to find something on the counterattack, but it doesn't look like it'll quite go. Robert gets it past one. It's a dangerous shot, and it sneaks in the corner. Robert the Evan gives St. Patrick the late lead in game number 7.
Just got it over Squirrel.
Phenomenal placement from him. He takes that ball from the midfield straight to the top corner. St. Stanislaus, they have to find something immediately now.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
As it doesn't quite go for them off the way of the kickoff. A push in now from Robert. St. Patrick doesn't even want to allow them to get out of their own defensive third. As Squirrel doesn't quite find a touch either. He does have boost. This ball going into the side. They need to keep it up if you're St. Stanislaus. Here we go. This is the last effort. And Squidward denies it. St. Patrick High School, in a phenomenal series, finally gets it to go. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, but consolations to St. Stanislaus, though. St. Patrick High School, they came in with a 24-1 game record, and St. Stanislaus was able to take 3 games off that. They literally quadrupled their St. Patrick's loss record.
Again, you have to give them a ton of credit. They played fearless. They played hard. You know, they did everything they possibly could have to try and take this series, and they really pushed them to the limit. However, again, you got to give a lot of credit to St. Patrick. They were able to, again, weather the storm, so to speak, and finally, in game number 7, take it home.
Yep, 100% win rate, undefeated. Congratulations to St. Patrick's.
And again, that will just about do it for your Play versus Mississippi Grand Final. Once again, congratulations to our winner, St. Patrick Catholic High School. On behalf of Stones, I am Perino. Thank you guys for watching. We are going to turn it back over to our host. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Perino and Stones, for the exciting commentary for Rocket League. What an amazing best of 7 series. Can't believe we went to a map 7, but it is going to be the Fighting Irish Gold that take home the trophy in the end. So congratulations to St. Patrick Catholic High School for taking home that crown. But of course, massive consolations to the Rockachaw Rockets from St. Stanislaus College. You guys had some incredible maps that you were able to take off of the Fighting Irish Gold. You really worked on your offensive turnarounds. You got your rotations right, and it ended up being a really close series. But the last 2 maps were the real nail biters when we ended up going into overtime for a game 7 and a last-minute goal in game 7 to really round it out for the Fighting Irish Gold. So that's going to conclude our Rocket League segment here for this Play versus 2019 Spring Series for the Mississippi State Championships. And we've got more for you, so you guys are going to want to stick around. At 6:30, we're going to be moving over to League of Legends, where we're going to see 2 more high schools battle it out for the same crown that we just saw St. Patrick's win. So see you guys in a couple of minutes, and we'll be back with more Play versus action.
your skin for so long. Oh, I am in your head, so tell me, is it wrong? Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell. My spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell. You fell under my You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell, my spell. What I feel inside, I know is right. What I can and I hide might steal my life. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under